What's he doing out there, boo-boos? There's a lot of snow and it's very heavy. Thank you, sir. What's out there, boo-boo? Yeah.
Hello everyone! My name is Jenna, but you guys can call me Jen. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. Hi, hello! Welcome to another weekend vlog! It is the final weekend of March. I have read 5 books in March. I usually read upwards of like 10 to 12, so I'm feeling a little behind. I am also currently behind on my reading goal, but like, I'm also not stressed about it. I'm not too pressed. It is also the end of the Trans Rights Readathon this weekend. I believe it ends on Monday, specifically on the 31st, the Trans Day of Visibility. I believe that's what it's called. I got lots of opportunity to read lots of things, of course. I have The Seep by Chana Porter on my Kobo that I could be reading. I also have the potentiality of rereading Iron Widow and then reading Heavenly Tyrant if I wanted to for that as well. I have also specifically this bad boy, which is the first of the Star Wars High Republic books, Light of the Jedi by Charles Soule, or Soule. I have an audiobook for this through Libby that I believe is expiring in a couple days, so I might want to get into this as well. And also, I would really like to begin my journey through the Halfling Saga, rereading this bad boy, and then finishing it with reading book 2, 3, and 4. This is going to be another series video. I also have The Bound Worlds by Megan E. O'Keefe, which is the 3rd and final book in that trilogy that I'm also doing a series for. I fucking have so many things. I can also read Gravity Lost, which is the 2nd book in L.M. Sagus's Ambit Run. And most importantly, I do have what I'm currently reading, which is a reread of The Stardust Thief by Chelsea Abdullah. This I've been doing a body read with Julie and her friend Taha, and I am itching to finish this. I am on page 259, and I feel like I could polish the rest of this off tonight, which is my goal and my plan so that I can go into the weekend with a blank slate. This is what I have on the go. These are the options I've got. We're probably going to be watching a lot of random shit on YouTube or Law & Order SVU, playing a lot of games on my Switch, because that is what I've been doing for the past week. I have not done a single bit of reading this entire week since I last talked to you guys in my last vlog, which is a little crazy. I also didn't end up getting a video up today, this Friday, which I apologize for. It was Thursday night and I had to go run around. There was a storm happening, which we have a fresh snowfall because of course it's Canada in the spring. So of course there's going to be one last snowstorm to cap us out in March. Potentially more to come in April, but I don't know. Who fucking knows? But I ended up having to do a bunch of errands last night in the snow, got home and made dinner and like did all sorts of stuff. And I completely forgot to film a video. The week just got away from me, so I apologize for that. But hopefully this weekend vlog will make up for it, and of course we'll have probably a wrap up at the end of the week. Anyways, so that is the plan. Lots of reading. Definitely gonna finish at least one book with The Stardust Thief, and we'll see where things go from there. But this past week, what I have been really focusing on and like doing everything, my brain has just been consumed with this, is my friend's bridal shower, which is on April 12th, which is not next weekend, but the weekend after that. So I have been thinking about that. I have a couple crafts that I've been doing for it. I've also accumulated a ton of teacups from different thrift stores and saucers and stuff like that. And I've been, putting together a plan for games and signage and all this kind of stuff. So my brain has been just on bridal shower stuff. I have also spent so much money this month that I desperately need to stop spending money. I need to take a step back and just fucking stop. So that's great. Love that. I have an order of hand fans coming to me for her bridal shower as well. I've gotten enough for everyone coming as like a little favor type of thing, because it's a Bridgerton themed bridal shower and I'm very excited to get it all together and put all the things together. But yeah, one of the things that I might be doing this weekend, probably will be doing because I'm kind of obsessed with it, is making these 2 centerpieces decor wise more flowery and amazing. But currently we just have this bad boy with like a tester of flowers in it. And what I did is I went to the thrift store and I found 4 books. I have 2 over there. that have either marriage in the title or love in the title, or like this little one. We have The Proposal by Jasmine Guillory, and I have folded the pages. This one I did destroy a little bit. Like technically you could still read the proposal because you can just unfold the pages and they're still legible and readable. But this one, Wedding Night by Sophie Kinsella, was the hardback that I could find, and I may have sliced into those pages with an X-Acto knife, which was very satisfying. And it's so pretty. So I'm very excited to get all of the flowers. I last night spent like over $100 at Dollarama on flowers and other things for her shower. So I have a whole bag of flowers sitting in my storage room. Actually, it's a box of flowers now because I moved it out of the bag. Box of flowers. So why? Because I have a bunch of vases and bottles and stuff that I'm going to be building like bouquets out of. And I also would really like to have some sort of like arrangements on the table and stuff like that with like floral situations. I don't know. I have a whole plan in my head, and at some point I might be playing around with some DIY flower stuff. You might see that. Anyways, so that's what I've been thinking of for the past week. Not like I have to get it ready for like this weekend or next weekend. It's the following weekend, but I like being prepared. That's one thing. Another thing, tomorrow I have my friend's birthday. Tamsin is throwing a little bit of a party, so I'm going to be going over at like 6 p.m. We're going to have dinner and have a chat and have a good time as usual. And then Sunday I have a date. It is a second date with someone that I went on a date with a couple of weeks ago, and then I got really sick, so I couldn't go on a date last week. That'll be exciting. We are going to the bookstore that has the local indie bookstore that has a restaurant inside, so we're going to go have lunch and have a little mosey around in the books and chat and all that kind of stuff. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, this weekend hopefully isn't crazy busy. It feels really busy in my head because there's like something each day, but it should be pretty chill. Should be pretty nothing as usual. Anyways, that's what's up. That's what's happening. Welcome to the weekend vlog. It is bright. It looks like winter outside, and it also looks disgusting because it's like -1 Celsius, whatever that is in freedom units. I don't know, like 30-ish degrees. So it's like melting. It's gross. I don't like the fact that we got a snowstorm this late because it was 12 degrees the other day. Felt like spring. It was warm. Everything was so nice. Anyways, I'm gonna leave this here and we're just gonna get this started. So yeah, let's get this fucking weekend started, boys. Yay! Why are you in the sink? Are you admiring the Jackson Pollock you've done on my mirror? What's up? What are you doing? You got anything to say? No? You're just being cute. Absolutely. Such a cootie patootie. Yeah. Little girl. You're tickling my toes. What are you doing, little miss? You're a piranha. You never know she's there. You never know. She's pushing against my leg. You're just a little worm. A little worm.
Okay, Mom.
Oh, that's scary.
Work it!
Woo! Show us your tits! Is everyone ready?
Yeah. Hello, friends. Happy Sunday. I'm here with the girl laying on the couch because, one, what else do I do? And two, I was up last night. I woke up at like 4. I guess it wasn't last night, this morning. Very ill in a very unpleasant way. So, I think something that I ate yesterday at my friend's place really disagreed with me because I evacuated my entire soul this morning. But I haven't felt nauseous like since. I just feel very like a delicate tummy today. So I've eaten like toast and that's it. And I'm hungry now and I'm like, oh, I don't want to like threaten anything with more food. That was this morning. So not a fun way to wake up. Alas, we made it through. Hey, we made it through. Anyways, I didn't update you guys yesterday because I just ended up running out of time, but I started reading A Broken Blade by Melissa Blair, which is a reread for me. And I finished it just now. It was fine. I remember, I'm gonna obviously save a lot of my thoughts for my series video because this is going to be a series video as I wrap up the series. I'm intrigued to see mainly how Melissa Blair's writing improves because any fight scene just felt like a grocery list of things that were happening. I did this, he did this, we did this, I did this. And I'm like, okay. So the writing is not fantastic. It's very, very dry. It's very plain and to the point. And it's a lot of I. There's very little feeling to it, but I'm excited to see how that improves with the next one. But the story itself is fine. It's like a typical fantasy romance. And I will say the ending was less shocking than I remember it being. I don't know why I remember there being such a big thing happening at the ending, and I got to the end and I was like, oh, no, I remembered this wrong. So we'll see how that goes in the second book, but I'm glad that I finally reread this. I'm gonna go over to Mom and Dad's tonight in a bit. It's just past 4 now. Mom's still at the cabin, but Dad came home, and even though I was sick last night, I have been just kind of chilling all day and my tummy feels like I could be fine. So I told him it was like a very simple dinner. I'll come over. Because I ended up on Thursday, I think? Yeah, it was Thursday. Getting food. Picking up dog food for Bella. Because my dad asked me to on that day because they were having a deal or something. I don't know. I also ended up finishing The Stardust Thief on Friday. I don't know if I mentioned that. On Friday, I just like carved out the rest of it and it was great. I completely forgot what happened at the end of that book. So it was like reading it brand new, which makes sense because it's been years since I've read that book. But I do think it's not a 5-star for me anymore. Just didn't hit the way a favorite does. And I keep my 5 stars for favorites, which makes sense because I read that book a number of years ago and I wasn't as critical with my reading back then. Not critical, but like, what's the word? Careful with my ratings and all that kind of stuff. So not necessarily a 5-star, but we'll see what I end up rating it when I read it through Callpile. I was thinking of maybe starting this one next, Light of the Jedi, because I have the audiobook for it and I kind of want to do a little bit of reading here, but tomorrow is the final day of March, and I have read 7 books. So I'm glad that I've kind of kicked things into gear. And it's also the last day of the Transrates Readathon, and I just don't think I'm going to read another book for it, which is unfortunate. I read trans books all year long, so it's not like this is my last chance to read books for trans-authored books or trans-rep books, right? I read them all year long. This readathon, just for some reason, every time in March it comes around, I just either read all of the books or very, very few because of the way it lands during the week, which is totally fine. Anyways, I was gonna read Iron Widow and Heavenly Tyrant, but then I realized that I don't have access to either of the audiobooks anymore because I thought they were on Scribd or Everend or whatever. They're not there anymore, which is so sad. So I'm gonna have to figure out when I'm gonna read those because you girlie's hooked on Power Wash Simulator, so it's audiobook time. You know, it definitely just is. But yeah, so that's the update. I've finished 2 books so far, which is fantastic. Yesterday was very chill. Party was lovely. Had a great time. The food just left me a little ill and no one else seemed to be affected by it. So just me, I guess. A combination of things. Just my stomach really was not happy. So, oh well. Live and learn. That's kind of the update. There really hasn't been that much going on. It really hasn't. Which is a little, well, it's a weekend. I was supposed to have a date today, but because I felt so shitty, I was like, no, I'm gonna cancel. So canceled. We'll see if we end up rescheduling, but who's to say? Yeah, I just wanted to sit on my couch and do nothing all day, and that's what I've been doing. Absolutely nothing. Yeah, I'm gonna go see Dad for a bit and then come back and do some more nothing. Do some more Power Wash Simulator, some more reading. I'll catch up with you guys a little later, but 'tis the update. I have a little Muppet beside me today. Hi, baby. She jumped up on my chair and decided I'm gonna come and be a menace. I'm gonna come and menace you? Yeah. Oh, I also got a little, hi, happy Monday. I guess I'm talking to you now. I got a friend today in the mail. This is LBB. I expected him to be so much bigger, but I've heard across the internet that he was a lot smaller than expected. This is a Jellycat, by the way. And he was out of like possible to order anywhere for so long. And then I found him on eBay. He just showed up. I typed in Jellycat. He was the very first one. He was in 16 carts and I snagged him. I snagged him for about the same price that he was like in regular stores too, which is fantastic. So we love that. And he just showed up today. I didn't expect him to be here today. And he's the light of my life. Like, look at this little fella. Look at him. He's so fucking cute. He just sits there. And this one, a fun thing. She really likes stuffed animals. Especially ones that she can hold on to. But he just sits there. Smiling. He's like a little baked bean. He's a baked bean. So that showed up today. Happy Monday. This one is being a little fucker today, but she's being very cute. She's my entertainment every day. I mean, let's be real. Let's be real. She's my entertainment. Also, testing out a like 5-minute wedding hairstyle for my friend's wedding. I literally just chucked it up in pins, and we're seeing how things work. And I think it looks very pretty. It's gonna be very easy to do my hair. One good thing about curly hair is that it is very easy to make look really good and you don't have to be careful about it. I mean, I do have to be kind of careful with some pieces because it seems to want to be falling out in some places, but like I just need more pins. That's it. It's just a bunch of bobby pins holding that shit together. And I think it looks very pretty. So, yay! And I have a bunch of like little like baby breath hairpins on their way to me. Fingers crossed that shows up at some point because it's been a while since I ordered it. But I ordered it off of Etsy, so if it doesn't show up, I can get my money back. Because that happened to me once before where a seller like went out of business and I got my money back for it. So, love that. Anyways, hi, happy Monday. I am in much better mood, feel fine now. Today's been a good day. In transit. International item has left originating country, is en route to Canada as of March 12th, so it'll show up at some point. Oh, hello. She says, I'm gonna play with this ribbon that's gonna fall on your head. She's got such a grip on this. She's hanging on to it like a monkey. Bestie. Are you just gonna take my journal away from me? Are you taking it away from me? This child of mine. Anyways, I don't have any more reading news, I guess. Well, I guess I do. Yesterday went to Dad's. Mom and Dad's. But mom's at the lake. There we go. Mom's at the lake.
She decided to stay an extra day because she ended up this past week, like the end of the week into the weekend, she went up to my grandparents because they live in a small town far away, and helped with her siblings, helped move grandma and grandpa into a nicer, like not necessarily a home or a care home, but like kind of a retirement home, I think that's what it's called. And they so far really enjoy it there. They seem to be getting like really lovely meals, and it seems like good care. My grandma will have her like hairdresser shop right in there, and I think that's fantastic. Like it's gonna help them be more social because they were quite antisocial where they were originally. But yeah, mom went up to help her siblings move, her parents obviously, into this home on Thursday because we got a snowstorm Thursday night and into Friday, and all the highways were closed around the small town, so they just ended up staying an extra day. And then she came back to the lake on Saturday. This is what I'm laughing at. I have a giant Dollarama bag. I have a giant Dollarama bag. And she likes to just, she's like, there's something in there for me. Anyways, yeah, mom ended up going, and she only got back to the cabin on Saturday, so she wanted to stay an extra day, so I think she's coming home today. So I went and hung out with my dad last night, despite me having an interesting tummy all yesterday. Thankfully, whatever food poisoning I had only lasted that like morning bout, and then just left me feeling delicate for the rest of the day. I didn't feel nauseous or anything for the rest of the day, thank God. Ended up going to hang out with him, and then coming home and hanging out with this little nugget some more. And I started, after finishing A Broken Blade, I ended up starting the Light of the Jedi, which is the first Star Wars book, and I have plans to try and tackle that tonight because I do not have teaching tonight because it's spring break officially for my kids this week, so there's no teaching, nothing going on this week, which is really nice. It's really nice to have another break, even though I did not go in all last week because I was sick. I think the universe is just trying to attack me, like keeping me sick for slightly over a week and then giving me food poisoning like a couple days after getting better from a cold. Absolute rudeness, you know? Ooh, I can show you because I don't think my friend actually watches these. My friend who has the wedding coming up and I'm doing her bridal shower. I got the order of the fans today. They showed up. I think I got enough. So I'm really excited because there are a bunch of different patterns and they're all like kind of floral. And they have like a nice lace. So I think that'll be wonderful to hand out. They're not like the best quality, obviously, but I think they're fun for what they are, you know? And I know my mom loves these. She loves having them in her purse. So they're always good to have. And it'll make good for like fun like photos. I don't know. Anyways, so I got those in the mail and I'm excited. I'm feeling like we're in planning mode. I'm in planning mode for this bridal shower. It just kind of happens. Oh, we have a thief. We have a thief. A thievery attempt. She says, this is my bee now. I'm going to take him. Is this your bee now? No, you've already stolen one of my stuffed animals. She claimed the purple dragon Indes from my shelves. And then today I put her up on my shelves again, just for funsies. Fucking leave him alone. And she tried to claim Orbit and Locke as hers. So I have a little fiend of stuffed animal fiend on my hands, but she gets the purple dragon. I love when she sticks her arms out like this. You just look at her feet. Hey, your purple dragon is your favorite, hey? Yeah. She loves to just attack. Hey? Attack mode. Yeah. So, I have never heard of cats being into stuffed animals before, so I think it's adorable. Anyways. But yeah. It's like just after 4. I'm technically done my workday, so I'm gonna just hang out or do whatever. I'm gonna edit this vlog up until this point and just do nothing. Yeah, I guess that's what's gonna happen. He's so fucking cute. And I'll update you guys a little later when I have more things to talk about, considering reading and that kind of a thing. But yeah, happy Monday.
friends. We carved out one last book for March. Yeah, it's 1 a.m. That's okay. I'm counting this in March. Wow, that was actually pretty good. It felt very much like a Star Wars movie and had the like Luke Skywalker figure, not as like prophesized or anything, but like a young Jedi, maybe even an Anakin Skywalker figure, I guess, in the first movie. Not even in the first movie, but like first part of the second movie, I guess. Like a young Padawan, maybe even Obi-Wan from episode 1. Anyways, young Padawan figure who is very, he's trying so hard. He's also like got a really distinct personality. I'm kind of shocked at how well Charles Soule, his name is Soule, the audiobook told me, how he managed to get across like distinct personalities with the amount of characters in here. Holy shit. This is like so many people in this book. I get it because it's setting up this whole new era, this whole new world that we're exploring with the Outer Banks opening up, all these new Jedi, and I really enjoyed this. Oh my god, this felt like watching a Star Wars movie. Very cool. Also, mainly because the audiobook was like, I've listened to audiobooks that have like sound editing and producing throughout in like kind of some spots here and there. This had audio producing from top to bottom. We did not have a single moment where there was not atmosphere happening in the background of some kind, whether they were on a ship, whether they were having battles, whether there was explosions. And the narrator put his entire narratussi into this. Holy shit. Like, I can tell this was produced. The budget was huge for this shit, like, because they went all in. This was so fun. I highly recommend this. If you're into Star Wars, pick this bad boy up because, whoa, the production quality was so fun. I had a great time with this. I'm really glad that I got to sneak this in. And now I really want to, like, it has introduced a new bad guy villain figure that I'm very intrigued by. Kind of added in this level of, like, oh shit, evil feeling that I haven't had coming into a book, like a very clear evil, even though obviously evil is like all sorts of gray areas and stuff like that, but like it feels interesting. And I'm very intrigued to see where the other books in this series go, because they're not by the same author in this trilogy, right? This next book 2 is by someone by the name of Cavan Scott, The Rising Storm. So I'm very intrigued by these. I'm intrigued to see where they take it and go from here. This is a lot of fun. This was a lot of fun, I gotta say. Anyways, my friends, that brings us to the end of this vlog. It is officially Monday night, technically Tuesday morning. I gotta get this last clip edited and then this vlog up online. I ended up finishing 3 books this weekend. The Stardust Thief, which gets 4.5 stars, Broken Blade, which gets 3 stars, and then The Light of the Jedi, which I don't know what it's gonna get, but probably gonna get a nice high 4 stars at least, so we love that. Anyways, from me and Miss Freya Girl, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in another one very soon. Stay kind and keep on reading.